Ladies and gentlemen, here we are playing live in the Sound House in Dublin. Will you welcome to the stage Qbanaa?
Wow! Thank you guys. My name is Qbanaa. Yeah. 13, I felt lonely. 16, I felt nothing at all. 20, I think I figured it out. 25, yeah, I'm starting to crawl. Realize I know nothing at all, yeah. She hides like a nightshade, and it crumbles and calls. Mask off, figure it out. Doesn't mean there's nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all, yeah. Whoa, Shall I read till I see the sun? Seek the lives that I've never known. Breathe the dust if I right my wrongs. If forgiveness is never shown. And I'll forgive but I'll never seek any pain that you've given me. I'll channel all of my energy, 'cause the past me is I'm slipped and tied. The chains are holding me to my surprise. Revenge doesn't feel sweet, a butterfly. And witando la sin razón, y vuelan como no hay destinación. Y el mundo en mis manos, y vuelo como así. Te regalo un solo momento para bailar como Monami. Conocerlo en mí, privilege to be, and feel nothing at all. 13, I felt lonely. 16, I felt nothing at all. 20, I think I figured it out. 25, yeah, I'm starting to crawl. Realize I know nothing at all, yeah. Will you stop and listen if there's something that you want to know? 'Cause silence is all. We pray to different entities, yeah, but with the same goal. So I will not judge where I am today. I will observe and be kind. For when I am kind, it connects my heart, man. I'm slipped and tied. Chains are holding me to my surprise. Revenge is in the sea, a butterfly. Vuelta en duda sin razón, y vuela como no hay destinación. Y el mundo en mis manos, y vuelo como así. Te regalo un solo momento para bailar como Monami. Conocerme en mí, privilege to be, you feel nothing at all, yeah. El mundo en mis manos, y vuelo como así. Te regalo un solo momento para bailar como Monami. Conocerme en mí, privilege to be, you feel nothing at all.
A brilliant performance there by Qbanaa, and I'm very happy to be here with Qbanaa.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. You've been busy. Your electric picnic all together now, Cork Jazz, Body and Soul.
Yes,
Things
I did.
are going quite well.
I did Electric Picnic and Body and Soul last year, and along with the rest. And then this year I did All Together Now with Jameson. Also went on a nice songwriting trip with them and Anderson .Paak, which was really cool. So I'm still coming down off the highs and lows of being a musician.
Great stuff. I was on your TikTok feed.
Oh no!
You're a mad joke.
Yeah,
you're a mad joke. There was one video and it started off, "This is for the gays and the days," not being very woke. I mean, who are the days?
The days.
Yeah.
You know what the days are.
Well, it could be them.
Days. We are they. We are people. We are human beings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then why don't you just say for the days and not, why include the gays?
The gays, the days, and the dems. It's a saying. It's a saying. Oh, the people that get it, get it. The ones who don't.
Right, fair enough. Well, I'm one of the days.
Are you?
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't know.
Then that's cute. Then we're cool.
I was listening to Truth and Desire, which is very healthy, 47,000 streams.
Yeah.
Who programmed that, and how much of an input do you have into the music?
So that track was actually a beat that, shout out to Miko, he had just lying in his hard drive and he wasn't going to use it. He was just letting it collect dust, and I was desperate to work with a producer, and I didn't have any money, and I was just like, hey, Miko, do you have any beats that you're not using? Can I use it?
You're joking.
And then he was like, yeah. So I took it, I dissected it, we reproduced it again, and we recorded some vocals, we like chopped it and changed it, but I am very involved in the process of making music. It's my big love. Yeah.
Right. That song, I make notes when I'm doing the research. A very nice harmony double track with smothered in reverb. On that track, you've double tracked your vocal. It's back in the mix, but there's almost too much reverb, which I sort of like.
Yeah, I do love a bit of reverb.
Is that something you'd come up with, or is that the engineer?
I don't really know. It was like 2 years ago, but I think in the studio, I do love layering. Layering is my jam, and then within those layers, each layer has its own effect. I'm really inspired by choirs, because choirs is how I got into singing music.
You sang in a choir?
I sang in the choir. I sang in Spanish Mass growing up. So
What's Spanish Mass?
It's Mass in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't.
No, it's okay.
I'm getting the ball right today.
And so, so we try to sometimes in the harmonies kind of emulate that big choir cathedral effect. Right.
And I notice from the credits, there's tons of different co-writers, namely Cian, Chris, Rafino, Ozazi. Am I pronouncing that right?
Ozazi, yeah.
Ozazi, I got it right.
Yeah.
So you work with tons of different people.
Of course I do, yeah. It's the best part of making music.
Right, collaborations.
Collaborations, yeah, and just community and getting to know different people and learning. I think if you feel like you're the smartest person in the room, then you're doing something wrong. So, yeah, I love working with as many very talented people as I can.
Great, brilliant. Right, we'll have a chat a little bit later on in the show, so more from Qbanaa then. But now we're going over to Leafy Dunboyne, where our recording studio is, Oblivion. And the guest there today is Ciara O'Neill.
I am a woman, bones, blood, breasts, hair, and so much potential. Morning comes, night all haze. I'm aware, but it's easy to pretend. Oh, I don't wanna be just a character lost in history, Mrs. Van Gogh. 'Cause I've been silenced one too many times, and now I've got a ghost in my throat. I am nimble, but I'm not weak, and I'd walk my troubles around the streets. Fear is what I'm fed. You can't trust no one. Just be graceful and don't be loud. Oh, I don't wanna be just a character lost in history, Mrs. Allan Poe. 'Cause I've been silenced one too many times, and now I've got a ghost in my soul. I am shedding with each month, like a snake, a modern Medusa. Time has wrung me out, hold steady, Be ready for when love comes. Oh, I don't wanna be just a character lost in history, Mrs. Charles Bukowski. 'Cause I've been silenced one too many times, and now I've got a ghost at my heels. Oh, I don't wanna be just a character lost in history, Mrs. Oscar Wilde. 'Cause I've been silenced one too many times, and now I've got a ghost in my side. Oh, 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 oh. I am a woman, bones, blood, breasts, hair, and so much potential.
That was Ciara O'Neill, accompanied by the fabulous Zara, playing Woman.
Yes.
Later on, you'll be playing Mother. Am I sensing a theme?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I've just released an EP last year, all themed on women. So the song's Woman, Mother, and then there's history of grandmothers and sister. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's a nice theme.
Yeah, it's a theme just about basically about my family and the females in my family and their experiences.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. There's a lovely lyric in that. I've been silent so many times. I've got a ghost in my soul. Is it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's a lovely lyric.
I guess that song is, I reference a lot of women in history that have been kind of forgotten. People like Van Gogh's sister, Mrs. Van Gogh, his sister-in-law actually was kind of paramount in making him famous after he passed away, and just different people in history, women in history.
Sorry, Van Gogh's.
Yeah, his sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law,
His
right.
sister-in-law actually was, whenever he passed away, like she was very vocal in kind of getting his artwork out to people, and was.
So you think the old adage, behind every great man there's a better woman?
Yeah, well, that's kind of the idea, I suppose, and even like
Probably not far wrong.
yeah, just there's a lot of like very famous, successful men in history, but there's women behind them that have helped get them there, and I wanted to reference those women.
So Mother was first.
Woman was first.
Woman was first. Mother is next. Tell us a bit about Mother.
Yeah, I guess Mother is very much a very personal song, and it is the idea of just wanting to live a life on your own terms without society dictating what you should and shouldn't be doing, whatever age in society, whatever stage in society. And I guess, it's just about being true to yourself and living a life that you want to live without any pressure,
Fantastic. Okay.
Yeah.
Ciara O'Neill with Mother.
Try to stand tall, to not trip and fall, but I burn my tongue on coffee. Hurt once or twice, so the wall that I've built is stronger than the one in Berlin. This is how it goes. I need to control. Oh, I just can't stand the worry. I need to put this to rest. I'm exhausted with myself. Exhausted with myself. wanna make my mother proud. I wanna make my mother proud. I wanna make my mother proud. I wanna make my mother proud. There's no comprehension, this rising tension. Only Stevie can sing my truth. I get lost in the wrong things, bad men and G&T, so I buy myself flowers every week. I can tell what you're thinking, I reward every weakness. No one can hurt me like I do. It's always the same when I open my heart. The ending will precede the start. The ending will precede the start. I wanna make my mother proud. 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 Do I need a child? Do I need a husband? Do I need children in my life? I wanna make my mother proud. 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 I wanna make my mother proud.
Thank you very much, Ciara O'Neill. Tips and tricks now, Joe O'Leary. Joe O'Leary, you were very welcome to Tips and Tricks, Sessions from Oblivion.
Thanks for having us in.
I'm embarrassed to say I didn't know anything about Belly the Hob. I had to look it up.
Well, do you know what? You're not on your own there, because back in the 50s and 60s, people have told me that they were told it was such an imaginary place. It was like Timbuktu. So it was like, if you're not good now, like this is up the country, if you're up in Dublin or even up in Tipperary, that you were told, if you're not good, I'll send you to Ballydehob. That was
really?
actually a saying. And it was a threat like that. It's an imaginary place, you know, and it's so far away.
It looks great, as does your website. You have tons of music on in Levi's.
You'll get shot now for calling it Levi's, by the way. I'll just
Sorry. What is it called?
Levi's. I remember how you remember it is leave us alone is how we pronounce it. So Levi's.
You can't have a pub called Leave Us Alone.
Leave us alone. It's the apostrophe is after the S, not after the I. So look, come here. It's not even my name. It's a family name. Like I'm actually O'Leary, but it was my grandaunt's name and my granny's maiden name. So yeah, they will haunt me if we don't pronounce it correctly.
Okay, well we've put that one right. You fronted indie band Fred for years.
God bless me,
you obviously schedule all the gigs in the pub, and you Ballydehob Jazz Festival.
Yeah. You moved to Ballydehob Village is absolutely tiny population-wise. There's 270 residents in the village. Okay. There's 870 in the parish, and I suppose when you move to a small area, I'm not from here originally. But I grew up in Qbanaa way. And when you move to a small area, you have two choices. And the only choice really is actually, I was going to say you have two choices. If you want to work and have a business there, you kind of have to contribute to the community. Naturally, it's what most people want to do anyway. Yeah. But that's how I ended up getting stuck in the jazz festival.
Joe, what would the first bit of advice? What advice would you give your younger self?
My younger self, my best bit of advice is don't listen to langers like me. Don't listen to old fogies. I suppose, truthfully, be original in both music and thought, if you can. It's very hard. It's not easy. I know that. But you have to, everyone's influenced by something and as you should be. The world is very influential and music is very influential. There's so much music out there. But you are going to be influenced, but try not to mimic.
What would your second bit of advice be, Joe?
Second bit of advice would be sound.
Be sound, yeah.
Be really sound, yeah. Don't be an ass. Also don't be sickeningly sweet. Neither are believable. If you're an ass, you're just an ass, and no one's going to deal with you.
Bit of a balancing game there going on.
There is about.
Don't be too sweet. Don't be an arse.
Yeah, no, there is, but that's life.
So be sound, be original. What is your final bit of?
I don't know. I was thinking about this. I suppose, look, there's 1,000 things you say. I suppose don't take no personally. This is more for musicians and for creators. Don't lose your kind of sense of self-belief. You have to have a strong sense of self-belief. And then to time with that, by not taking no personally, don't sweat the small stuff, because generally life, you know this, granddad, you know this, because it's all small stuff. That's what it is. Life is made up of all small stuff, and some of it grows together and becomes a bigger thing, but it's all small stuff.
Because you like it, as opposed, and then you get wrapped up, you get a management, or you get a manager rather, or you get interest from a record label or whatever, and running the gigs. The admin coming to get you again. You've got to book
admin, yeah, and you're chasing that. You're chasing the book, you're chasing the euro or the dollar. It's that was never the reason you sat down in your bedroom and wrote a song or tried to write a song.
Joe, because you're so busy with all your million little jobs and the ones you hate, the admin, the accounts, I do appreciate you taking the time. So thank you very much.
It's a joy to not do the other admin jobs and talk shit for about 20 minutes. Apologies.
I'm going to jump in my car. I can be in Ballydehob in 4 hours. So
you reckon?
Yeah. That's what Google Maps said. I'll see you at 4:10.
Cool. We have a lovely Ellen Piper tonight. See you later.
Thank you.
And that was Joe O'Leary on tips and tricks. Joe is a gas man, and repeatedly it comes up when I'm asking people for advice. They always say, well, don't be an arse. If you want to get into the industry, there's no reason to be narky with people. Don't be an arse. Loads of people say that. But he went on further, said, don't be an arse, but don't be sugary sweet. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, I get emails from bands and they start out with, hi, Joe, hope you're having a great day. And it was the other side of it.
Yeah.
So
I thought that was good advice. What advice would you offer people that want to be in music business?
Oh, my God. What advice would I give? So I actually have to think about that. I don't like just saying things for the sake of it, you know what I mean? There's so much advice that I would give people, but I'd say the main thing is just keep working on your craft and keep trying to be the best of the best, because there is a lot of competition out there, and the education is such a powerful tool. If you can get to know your theory, do your vocal coaching sessions, try to get into some production, some mixing courses, try to be as self-sufficient as you can be, because if you're not, this career will suck all of the money out of you. If you keep on having to outsource things to make your own music, one, you're not going to do it exactly how you like it to if you don't know how to vocalize what you want, and two, it's going to cost you a lot of money. So
Okay.
yeah,
That is great advice.
yeah. Thank you.
And it's interesting now because musicians these days have to do tons of jobs.
Yeah, for sure.
They've got to be on top of their marketing and their social media. You know, apart from being great singers and writers and whatever, you've got to be your own tour manager and all that stuff. Do you like all those jobs?
Yeah, well, I have amazing managers, so they help me a lot.
Okay.
Like, shout out to Annette and Phil. They are like my music mom and dad, and they help me tour manage. They help me do the I still have to do a lot of work, but they definitely make my job a lot easier. So shout out to them.
Right, brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for spending the time with us.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to play out with the second song from Qbanaa.
I wish you wouldn't call it all, no, 'cause maybe then I'd miss you. Instead I'm running so far away. Run far away to get out of that headspace. No, you call me when I'm happy, when my walls tearing down again. But you know, you'll always have a place in my heart. El cariño de una madre no se puede olvidar. 3, 4, so I don't skip calls and skip texts. I don't wanna hear about the silent day, a mother's caress. I just want you to know I love you, and even from afar I'd fight all your demons in the liffey, yeah. Even from afar, even if you think that demon is me, the demon is me. No. I wish you would never call at all, 'cause maybe then I'd miss you.